What's good, man? We back again. This is episode
Four? Wow, four already. Wow, one, two, three, four. Let's go.
four. Episode four, man. We on episode four. I'm I'm Do, and I'm with my man
Anquan Carter from Queens holding it down.
Queens BX in the building. Upstate salute. But listen, let's get right into it, man.
All right.
Knicks been on a three-game losing streak. We lost to the San Antonio Spurs. We lost to the Atlanta Hawks, and then last night we lost to the Philadelphia 76ers. So before I give my takes on it, I would like to give you the floor and tell me what you've seen from the game. Tell me some things that you feel like we need to be doing so we could get some wins and get back on the pace of winning.
From my point of view last night, definitely the Knicks were a step slow last night. It wasn't energy. Energy was there. It's just they were a step slow. I don't know what it is, but it seems like the last two games, and especially MSG, they really haven't had the energy, the crowd. The crowd was there, but it wasn't really there because once they started getting down, like down 11, down 12, it wasn't there. Brunson did as much as he can. Cat finally started getting the calls. And one thing that I want to bring up definitely about today is like these as they call it now, foul baiting.
Mm.
Everybody says that Jalen Brunson's the number one offensive. SGA has his own rule now that's going on. But if you look at it, a 6'3" guard goes into the lane, gets slapped 4 or 5 times, no calls.
Mm.
You know what I mean? But let's look at Joel Embiid, who threw himself into Mitchell Robinson to call a foul.
For
He
five.
tripped his old man. He tripped Maxi, and they called a foul on OG.
Gee, you got the
The,
call.
the the foul baiting is ridiculous now. Like, are we gonna play basketball, or are we gonna just throw each other into another person to call it a foul? And B can jump. He barely can blow past anybody, but he got 6 and 9 calls last night on Mitchell and anybody else. Brunson did went through the same thing. Cat do get he has a reason why he's so upset. But the thing about Cat is, Cat voices his opinion. That's how he gets his technical. That's how he gets this, that, and the third. So definitely, it was a lot of foul baiting last night. That in my eyes.
No, it was. It was a lot of foul baiting. And I think the players know what how to get those calls in their favor. Like, they probably speak to the refs before game and they be like, yo, what is a foul? What is a foul on me? What is foul baiting? So they kind of know, so they kind of use it to their game. And if you look at Embiid whole career, he's been using that move for all the
Yes,
like half of his points come from the free throw line. So this is not shocking to me. This is not shocking like at all. Like I'm also looking at what the Knicks is doing wrong. And for me, the Knicks are playing the perimeter, the 3-point line. They playing it terribly. It's no defense there. And I gotta give Philly they props. And I gotta give not even Philly, but just other teams. They learn how to throw those big bodies on those guards to take them out the
Ye-
play and basically
yes,
have whoever's at that 3-point line getting an open shot. Because last night, Joel Embiid, he's a big body. So when he goes into a play, he basically gonna take you out of the play. You know what I mean?
exactly.
Then that leaves a player like Maxi. But we gotta learn. We gotta do better with defending the 3-point line because that's been killing us. If you look at the loss in San Antonio, it was because of the 3-point shot. You know what I mean?
That's correct. Yep.
He went off. He went off. The same thing in Atlanta. Johnson and Alexander Walker. He went off from the 3-point line. It was those guys was they was gunning from the 3-point line. And the same thing with this game. You had Maxi and you had V.
Yeah, the VJ was killing him.
They was going off. Even Paul George, he had a couple shots. Grimes, McLean, he hit a couple 3-point shots. So it's like I'm seeing the trend. And even in the games that we was winning, we was just winning.
Yep.
It was the same trend. We was coming from behind because we letting that 3-point shot
You're right about that.
place to hit it. Another thing is like we not defending the pick and roll as well either. So that's allowing a lot of players and a lot of teams they getting in the paint and they scoring in the paint with ease. I feel like there's really no resistance. Even when Mitch is out there, I feel like it's not even. before when Mitch was there, he was like a presence.
Yes,
Now it's
agreed.
like those guys, they don't even care. They still going to get in the hole and they still going to score. So like I think overall, defensively, we are playing the worst we can play, and it's not showing just for the eye test. It's showing up on the stats as well. If you
No,
look at
yeah,
it, the Knicks is fifth. We the bottom five team in defense. You know what I'm saying? So that tells you everything that you need to know right there. So I feel like OG is not playing to his defense potential. I feel like Mikal is not playing to his defense potential. A lot of plays last night. I seen Deuce getting moved on. I'm seeing
no.
Mitch. Mitch is trying, but he's not doing nothing. And then you already got two defensive liabilities in Cat and
And Brunson.
Brunson. You know,
Yep,
so it's like when you got all of those odds going on, this is the results of the games. So it's no surprising. I want to see these guys start really owning in on defense. We know what they could do offense. We could put up 100+ points per night. You know what I'm saying?
yep.
See it. The evidence is here. We could score 130 points. We could score with the best of them. My thing with the Knicks right now, I want to see defense, man. Defense, 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 because that's hurting us the most right now, man.
No, I agree with you on that. Defense has been trash. Like if you look at the last three games, we gave up 100 and like 120, almost 130 this last game. 20 points. And like you said, the pick and roll defense has been trash.
Right.
Embiid was doing that. Maxey, I think he went one stretch he hit five straight three-pointers.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So it's looking bad. It's looking bad on that end for us defensively. Offensively last night, I feel like we didn't have it too much either. Like a lot of shots was clunking. We just not playing with that same passion, that same hunger. I feel like these last two performances has been
Hmm.
lackluster, and I wouldn't even say energy thing. I'm gonna say from a standpoint of they need to rise to these occasions. They need to take these games serious because it's only gonna get worse from here on out.
Exactly.
Not gonna get any better. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I also want to make this a safe place for Knicks fans as well. You could come on here, you could, talk about your frustrations with the team because everybody view the team in their own way.
That is true.
I see a lot of things with this team that we need to sharpen up and really get our skills to an elite level. Like, you know what I'm saying? We playing like a good basketball team now. We need to go to that next stage and go an elite. And being elite, you got to play good defense. You know what I'm saying? So what was one of your best plays from the Knicks last night? What is something that you did see that was a positive?
I kind of like I was really feeling Deuce. Deuce was doing stuff. That bank off the bank off the 3-point shot.
Right.
It was nice. Like I was like, oh, okay.
Yo,
Like even
Deuce shot is so high up. Like his release is
is
like it's almost like
straight to the
a rainbow
guys.
form, but it goes
Exactly.
in. It goes in.
Yeah. And him really defensive Embiid. He got a block shot. I think he got a block shot on Embiid or George or Paul George. Like I
Okay.
like to see that. You know what I mean? And
Yeah,
I always felt like his defense wasn't really there. But
yeah,
it's pretty good to see that. You know what I mean? Dudes really showed us the game out last night.
yeah, yeah. So I feel the same. I like Deuce is one of my bright spots. Brunson is Brunson. Like
Exactly.
we know Brunson is going to give you. But Brunson have games where he's not producing, but Brunson is Brunson. I don't want to go over the numbers. I don't want to do all of that.
I
But
understand.
we know from the eye test alone, Brunson he was producing. He was doing the best he can. Put it like
Exactly.
that.
And you gotta give some love to Cat. Cat finally second half finally got his
Yes.
calls. Finally started doing stuff.
So now that we on, I'm glad that you made that transition because now that we on Cat, I do want to say some things about Cat that I
Okay.
see. Um, Cat has a tendency of not getting into the next game speed, meaning he gets fouled
Yes.
and he automatically goes to the ref and try to get them to call a foul. Like for some strange reason in the NBA, I don't know what it is against Cat, but he don't get the calls I think he should get. He gets
E-
hacked a lot of times. He does the
Exactly.
hacking, but he get hacked a lot of times as well. And for some strange reason, he just don't get those calls. And I think he knows it and it bothers him. And but it's not changing. It's not changing the fact that okay, they didn't call that, so you gotta go sprint down the court and go make the next play.
Yeah, basically just stop
Both
talking
of them
about
on a
the.
timeout break, like yo, a timeout break, pull a rep to the side that was in the corner with you, like yo, you didn't see the foul, he fouled me. Like, come on, you gotta call it down the middle. You calling all of these fouls for Embiid, call these fouls for me too as well. So he's getting the raw end of the deal,
Yes,
but
he is.
tell is mental with him. He's not locked in. And we need Cat to be A1 at all times. It just can't be Jalen Brunson, Jalen Brunson, Jalen Brunson.
Yep.
It has to be Jalen Brunson, Cat, and then the supporting others. You know what I'm saying? So that's one of
I,
the things that I'm seeing from Cat, and it's kind of frustrating to watch, to be honest.
I mean, I definitely agree with that. Like, you get hacked, get back in the play. You can't by voicing your opinion in the middle of the play, you leave them on a fast break. You're the odd man out. You back at one end while the player's at the other end. So you definitely shorten yourself and you always sometimes you're not gonna get the calls. You and Brunson and Cat definitely don't get a lot of the calls that they should get, but at least Brunson gets back into the play most of the times. Cat he doesn't do that, and that's what kind of it's also frustrating to me to say that and I'm supporting Cat being on the team. Like everybody wants to get rid of him for a draft pick. I like the way the ball moves. You know what I mean? He does take the ball to the hole. He doesn't post up a lot, which I kind of do miss that part of his game where what I mean? Because a person like Embiid, he should be posted up because Embiid's slow. His knees is gone.
All right.
We should basically, that's the one thing the Knicks don't have is a good post up player. We had that with Randall. And that's kind of good. And that we got to give it tack. You got to take a one to give one,
Yeah,
so
yeah. It's like, because Cat do stuff that Randall can't do, and Randall do stuff that Cat doesn't do.
exactly.
I totally get it. What do you think about the bench last night? How do you feel about the bench performance? Was you happy with it? Do you feel
The
like
bench did it
all
again.
production from the bench? Do you feel like we tailed off? Like, or do you feel like
Nah, the bench
okay?
did no, like I'm saying, like definitely from Atlanta game into a Philly game. The bench in the second to go in the third in the third to fourth quarter, they come alive. The bench
Yeah,
is what brought the game back again. You
right.
know, it really felt like the biggest liability last night was Kolek because Kolek could never get he can't guard Maxi, and it's a hard thing, and he can't guard VJ. So he's really the most liability out there for the bench. But McCullers did his thing. He tried his hardest. They didn't play Mo, which was very surprising, and it caught me off guard. They never really gave Mo.
Yeah,
And as Evergreen said, yabba dabba do, he's lost. He's
yeah.
lost out there. He was lost everywhere. Like
No,
Party plays better minutes and gives me more of a big man presence than yabba dabba do. He'll get the ball and then run to the 3-point line. No, get your big butt in there and bang. You know what I mean?
yeah.
I can't. You know what I mean? I feel like he needs to just be out of the rotation right now. Like the funny thing is, I was telling somebody I miss Jericho Sims on this. I miss a big body.
Mm. Jumping.
Somebody muscular that can basically do it. Because when Sims was there, he bodies him and beat. And B
Yeah,
didn't want that.
he plays with it. Like the thing about him, he gonna get his. I mean, even on one leg, as you can see, you know what I'm saying. I think he scored high 20s, maybe 30s. I didn't look at the box score when it was over, but and B is gonna get his, and it's just that we got to be more disciplined on defense. We got to know his tendencies. We got to know like when he's gonna get into his set, when he's gonna get into his move, because like me as a fan, I can kind of see when Embiid is gonna make his move. Like if I can see that as a fan, I'm pretty sure that these high level NBA players can they could get that assignment and they can know how to stop him or keep their hands up or don't go for the pump fake because he fouled me.
Exactly.
So you got to know how to play him. Like with a guy that foul bait, you just got to stay on your 2 feet. You can't jump in the air. As soon as you jump in the air, he got you, and that's it. He gonna go to the free throw line. So I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty impressed with the 76ers. They showed a lot, and they're gonna be dangerous, man. Like they showed last night that the Knicks and the league should be on notice because those guys they balling, and I don't want to give them too much props because I'm so biased. I'm a Knicks fan.
I'm with you on that one.
I don't like really giving too many other teams no flowers because I don't really care for them. But like watching them last night, I'm like, man, these guys are gonna be a hard outing in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, they are.
Pardon me. So we gotta start preparing ourselves and get ready for that because they're gonna be somebody that's gonna be reckoned with. But I feel like by that time our defense should be way better and we should be able to we should be able to win that series. I think
Exactly.
in a 7 game series we would still beat them. Like I really don't feel like we want to beat them, but we gotta it's a lot of stuff that we gotta tighten up, man. So we gotta tighten up. But shout out to them, I guess. I don't care. But Knicks versus everybody. And before we go even further, I just want to give a shout out to everybody that's been tapping in on threads, whether
Yes.
threads, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. If you came and you liked, or even if you came and watched, I
Thank you.
want to say thank you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not big on numbers. I'm not like, yo, you guys need to be doing this more. If you love the content, you're gonna do it automatically. But it costs
Exactly.
you nothing to do it. So if you do see us, you do see us coming down your timeline, you do see us on there, just give us a like, give us a comment and share. Or let us know. Jump in the comments like, yo, I seen the show, keep doing your thing. And also we are looking for people to come on the show as well. So if you're a Nick fan and you got Nick insight and you'll love us, you're a diehard fan like us, come on, get on the show with us and we'll rock out, man. You got anything to say to that, man?
No, definitely, I agree. I want to definitely say, threads,
Mhm.
show us the love. Like, we are definitely working hard, and I can't believe we did like 4 episodes in literally a week.
All the things,
You
baby.
know,
Oh,
like
coming
that's
on.
crazy, but that's the dedication that me
Yeah,
and Dio are trying to put together. So this just started from threads. So like you said, if you want to come on the show, we would love anybody, male, female, talk your Knicks, talk your shiznick. You know what I mean? Get it out there. You know what I
right,
mean? We want to hear from the people. We want the people to understand that this
mhm,
is a safe place. We want to have a good time. You know what I
right,
mean? Your opinion is matter. It matters no
right,
matter what.
right. I love that. So going into okay, so now we 0-3 on these last 3 games. Um, do you feel good going into playing the Pistons, or do you feel like, or do you feel like you're concerned about us playing against the Pistons because essentially they still the number one team in the East?
Like right now, if we probably okay, say we lost the Philly game, okay, but being the Atlanta game, I would be a lot higher than I am right now. But it's kind of like I don't know. To be honest, it's like you kind of figure out what Nick team are we gonna get. We're gonna get the one before the cup, or we're getting what we getting now. But I
Mm,
also want to tell everybody, like, relax. Every team goes on a losing streak,
mhm,
and they can still win a championship. They can still make it to the playoffs.
mhm.
0-3. There's teams that make a 10-game losing streak and still make the playoffs.
Yeah,
So everybody need to relax. Like, Aaron Rodgers said, RELAX,
yeah.
relax.
I,
We
I,
gonna
I,
get it.
I,
We
kind- I'm
definitely
kind of,
going to get that.
I'm
The
kind of,
Pistons is gonna
yeah.
show us something, and that's what we need to know.
I'm a fan of adversity because I feel like you need adversity early in the season. You need it in the middle of the season.
Yep,
Towards the end, you should be able to. You got all that adversity out the way, and now you laser focus on the goal because like we was cruising to victories. We was just
exactly.
winning games. Like so, I think now we got punched in the mouth, and now it's time for us to punch back. And the best way to do it is against a team like the Pistons and show them like, listen, yeah, we lost a couple games, but we coming for that number one spot. And not only that, we win in the East. So like I think it's a big game for us, but I know it's a huge game for them because we knocked them out of the playoffs. They're
Exactly.
gonna be looking to get their get back. So we gotta go in that game and from the gate, we gotta come out blazing and we gotta come out laser focused on defense. What do you
Is it a road game or home game?
I think we on a let me look, hold on.
'Cause I know the Clipper game is a road one.
I think we on a roll. I think we on a roll.
Okay.
I think we on a roll. Don't quote me on that. I think we on a roll. But even if we not, if we at home, it's even the stakes are higher. We got to protect home court. We was doing good. The only losses that we got was from Philly. I mean, well, Philly beat us twice at home,
Yep. And
and
then we
Atlanta
got
beat us home, and I forgot the other team that beat us at home. But it's like we was doing good at home. We was really protecting the garden, and now it's like we losing that edge. But I
yep.
don't feel like I don't feel like it's the world is ending because we lost these games. I feel like we need to just learn from those games and see what we need to do better and come out with
Hmm.
more intensity when we play these next games because the schedule is going to get rough. I'm telling you, it's not going to get easy. It's going to get harder before it gets easier. We got the Pistons, we got the Clippers is playing red hot. I mean, don't look at their record, but they recent play they've been playing hot, and I forgot who we playing after that, but we got some games. We got some games coming up that's gonna matter. So, are you excited to see the matchup with the two best point guards of the East, Brunson versus Cade Cunningham? Who you think is better, and who do you think wins that matchup?
Oh, I mean, I'm definitely gonna go with the captain. The captain's definitely gonna do it. I don't feel like right now the Pistons are on a great streak. You know what I mean? But I feel like they're still missing what they had last year on Malik Beasley.
Mhm.
You know, because that was what was hurting them. They did get Duncan Robinson, but Duncan Robinson hasn't been nothing since he left the Heat. He was barely even on that team. So let's see. I'm going to go with the captain. The captain is going to do what he did especially what he did in the playoffs.
Yeah,
He gonna bring us the victory. Cade
right.
Cunningham is a great 6'8" point guard, but we got OG to stop that. I'm always gonna ride with OG. OG gonna be on that like white on rice. Like that's how OG is, you know.
You gotta hope OG come with his A game. I'm not gonna lie, bro, because these last couple games, it's been subpar. Like it's been good, but it's not. It haven't been elite OG. You know what I'm saying? And that could be just. It could be something going on in the locker room that we don't know about. Because
Yep.
I feel like the energy is just not there. It's something going on, and we don't know. And maybe we'll get to the bottom of it. Maybe it'll come out, but hopefully it get resolved. I mean, it might not be nothing. It might just be me just talking this, but. OG, we gonna need you on your A game. And yeah, I mean, I think Macau is gonna be the one that's guarding Cade. Who you think is gonna be on? Who you think they're gonna put on Brunson?
To be honest, I don't even know who's on the Pistons besides Duncan Robinson, Cade, because they don't
They
have
got,
Tim
they got
Hardaway
Assault,
Jr.
Assault Thompson. They got Jalen Durant. They got Ivory.
Oh,
Um,
Ivy been out. He's still out. He's not, I don't think he played a game this season yet.
oh, he ain't played. Okay, so I didn't been checking on Ivory, but I don't
I
watch.
don't follow them, so
Yeah, I don't watch Western games, but I do know the roster. They got Isaiah Stewart.
oh that
Yeah,
guy that always wants to fight.
they got a couple guys. Holland, the dual Holland over there.
I
I
mean,
think
they got a stretch. Like looking up their games. Yeah, they're on a road trip. Detroit. Then they go to the Clippers. They go to Phoenix, Portland, Sacramento, Golden State.
oh, right.
So yeah, they got a nice little West
Nice,
Coast trip right there.
nice little West Coast trip, and we got a nice trip in general. So the Knicks have to get their act together, and it starts with the
The
Pistons.
Pistons. Yep.
I want to see the matchup. We know Cade and Brunson is going to be like one of the premier matchups, but I want to
Hmm.
what Mitch is going to do against Jaden Durant because Jalen Durant he been hooping and he been grabbing rebounds and
Yep.
we need Mitch to be on his A game. I think we should roll out the double big lineup because that's another big team and those big teams always cause the Knicks problems because we so small. You know what I'm
That
saying?
is true.
I think rolling out with the double big lineup and putting Cat at the four, Mitch at the five would be more ideal for us to get that win.
I
Um,
might tweak that a little bit because that's what happened yesterday and it didn't work. I'm gonna still keep Mitch off the bench, but let's use a 40. You know what I mean? Because, I want that second unit to have a big that's going to basically crash those boards. That's where I feel like Mitch should come off the bench. Don't double start them because it's an easier point. Right now, who are we going to do? Who are we going to, if we start both of them, are we putting Horpody? Are we using Yabba Dabba Doo? We
yeah,
need something on it.
I think to be honest, I think Yabusele I mean days is like real number. I think we said this on two other episodes. I feel like Yabusele, he's getting minutes, maybe to they for them to try to shop him at some point, but I don't see him being here for the long run.
Me
So
either.
I mean, yeah, throw him out there, but anyhow, like the biggest thing with this game, I want to see the Knicks do. I want to see them defend that perimeter better. They gotta stop the 3-point shot. They gotta let these guys feel them. Like, when we was playing these last couple teams, we felt them. They was on our body. That's why we got
Exactly.
5 sets. We throwing long passes across the court and all of that because they was making their presence feel us. I think we got to do that with Detroit. We got to make them feel us. We got to play up on them, play aggressive, put our hands on them, check them, and get through those screens and really put
Yeah.
in when they switch off. Because like Detroit is going to do, they're going to play aggressive. That's their style of basketball. So they're going to come in and they're going to make us feel them. Like, you know what I mean? So we're going to have to do that. That's like one of the keys to the game to stop them. We got to be better on the perimeter, and we have to get
Hmm.
those second chance points. I think in the wins that we was getting, it was a lot of second chance points that we was,
Yes.
and now we're not getting those second chance points. So it's like now you're starting to see like, okay, without those, we don't have a chance to get back in the game. See, all those games we got back in the game is because of those
Yep.
second chance points we was getting. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like we got to really crash those boards, get those second chance points, and win a possession battle. You know what I'm saying? We have
Y-
to win the possession battle, and we have to be better defensively. I don't know how many times to say this.
Yep.
I don't know what they got to do, or maybe run a 2-3. I don't know what they need to do, but we have to get better defensively to be that team to win it all.
Yep. I agree. Do you think New York's going to be in the building? Like last season during the playoffs, how Detroit was trying to lock New York fans from being in the
So
building.
I
You
don't think.
think
I
you
think.
think
I
it's
think.
going to go down?
I think their fan base got strong enough to the point where they're not going to allow that. They're not going. I mean, you're going to have like no matter where you go, it's going to be Knicks fans all over the world.
That is true.
I feel like we the biggest fan base in sports. I don't want to even just say basketball. I want to say in general sports because we go places, we travel, and we show up. But I think they got their team is a good. They're essentially a good team now, and they had a good fan base in the playoffs. So I think it's gonna be the same thing. I think they guys is gonna show up. They fans is gonna show up. They're gonna show up, and they're gonna really try to put that pressure on us. And then they're gonna have, so you're not gonna hear those MVP chants in their arena like you'll hear in any other arena. They're not gonna play that. They're not.
I
They're
don't
not.
know,
They're not
bro.
gonna do that. They're not gonna do. Detroit fans, they like it's certain states and cities that they big on they team. And Detroit is one
Okay.
of Detroit, even though they was historically bad, they teams was always showing. I mean, they fans was always showing up for them. You know what I'm
Yes, you're right about that. They
saying?
loyal to their teams.
They're a good team now, so you're not gonna hear that MVP chants in their arena. You're gonna hear a lot of boos. Like, and don't be surprised if you don't you're gonna hear boos every time Brunson get the ball. You know,
That is true.
like don't be surprised if that happens. I think that he's a villain in that building, and they know that. So it's that like this is the not playing around game. Like this is it. This is like, yo, we got to get out of this slump.
Strap the Timbs up, put the
Yeah,
dirty hat
this
on,
is
and
that.
let's go.
This is that. This is that. All right, we had enough of this losing. Let's go beat the Pistons, and then we go one game at a time. We're not even going
Yep.
to jump ahead of the schedule. Let's do one game at a time. And as fans, we got to take it one game at a time.
Exactly.
When we on
Some
the winning streak, we gonna win the championship. As soon as we lose 3 games, oh, we ain't
Yep.
nothing. Yo, it's just gonna be another. Nah, it don't work like that. All teams go through it. Some teams less, some teams more, but every team go through it. You know what I'm saying? So
So I'm gonna say my PSA. My
part of,
PSA, if you
part of
got
the process.
tickets to the game in Detroit, make some noise. Make the MVP. Dio said it, AC
Yeah,
said it, make the noise.
yeah,
Let's tell them. We
yeah,
did it in every other arena. Let's do it in Detroit. Let's even make sure y'all do it in Boston because Jalen Brown been talking that shiznick. He
Yeah.
dropped a 50 piece yesterday and he's talking that business. When we go to Boston, we go to Detroit, make it rain.
Good rain. Yeah.
PSA from Ed. That's what I said to y'all. Who's
That's
got tickets? Go there.
Go there.
Mess
Show
it
up.
up.
Show up. Show up. But yeah, man. So that's just some of my keys to the game and stuff like that. Who I want to see a bounce back performance. I want to see a bounce back performance from Cat. I want to see Cat be aggressive out the gate.
Okay.
I want to see McCall get back in his mid range. I think he been taking a lot of
Yes.
corner threes and he ain't been making a lot of them. A lot of them been kind of clunking out. So I kind of want to see McCall get back to his mid range game and cut behind the basket. Let's get
Yes. I
on.
feel like that was they were missing that a lot. They weren't doing a lot of that cutting, which was annoying. They was, like the back cuts, the stagger screens, the fade screens, they weren't doing that. So
And
they need to get back to that.
we need our bench to produce more. Like they coming out third or fourth quarter, but we need them in the first and second quarter. We need
Yes.
when you get in the game, impact the game and change the game speed. That's it. That's it. But you got anything you want to say tonight? I ain't gonna keep this so long. This is gonna be a short show.
Yeah.
Throughout the week, we gonna have guests. We gonna have certain guests come through.
Yes.
If y'all don't get a full video like this, you still will get like a 10 or 20-minute video of me popping in, saying what I think about the game coming up. And you might get in whenever he gets in.
Yep.
But collectively, you'll
We're
see
gonna still do
put
it.
this all here together and we'll be making this happen. And I promise you, we're gonna stay consistent throughout the season. Stay
Yes.
consistent on the trade deadline. When that come around, that's gonna be fun because we're gonna dive deep and we're gonna talk about the whole NBA scope. We're gonna talk about All-Star season when that comes to, the All-Star break when that comes to. But also, don't let these 3 wins discourage you. Keep voting for the Knicks. Let's go get those. Let's go get our guys
Yes.
in the All-Star game. Do not slack off. Do not take your foot off the gas. These guys deserved it all year. They've been playing great for New York. They've been putting on for the city. So please go vote right now. Right now.
Yeah.
This
Just
video.
take your time. Just do it. Just
I'm gonna
get
clip this
them
part
to
in
the
the video.
All-Star game.
Yeah, I'm gonna clip this so y'all can go. We gonna start pushing these agendas and keep pushing them further. And let's go. Let's keep going. But any last words you want to say before we get up out of here?
No, I definitely want to say, like, definitely the Knicks are going to do their best, and I hope they definitely come with that W. And in the Pistons house, put the Timbs to the court like they normally do. We're gonna do it. You know what I mean? But everybody gotta relax, chill out. It's a losing streak. Things happen, but we got the team, we got resiliency, we got everything.
All right.
Also, want to say a quick shout out to my boy Pierre Belazer. His dad is not feeling good right now, but definitely this is for you.
Prayers
I'm gonna
up.
dedicate this video to you. Please, get well.
Yes, sir. And I want to second that. Get well soon. Prayers to your family. We here. We a community, so we want to always stick together. And if one of our soldiers is not well or not feeling good or not in good spirits, we want to all rally together and make sure
Amen.
is in good spirits and knowing that our prayers is gonna change their lives in a great way. You know what I mean? So we here Knicks versus everybody, man. Yo, episode 4, man.
Oh,
Yeah.
it,
On 4 of them things. And we ain't stopping. We ain't
yeah, we still hungry. We eating. That's how we just eating right now. That's how we
yeah.
do.
Yeah. All right, man. We out of here, man.
All
See you.
right, see y'all soon.